Hello, welcome to Quick Pallet Maker. The purpose of this example is to see which types of standard boxes are best for filling a list of primary packages. These packages are products that are shipped from the company, and the standard boxes were created in a previous example in which we selected which ones would be best for fitting onto a pallet. So the first step is to run Quick Pallet Maker and choose the standard cases and pallets window. Here we have two sections. We have the section for the English unit boxes and a lower section for the metric boxes. The first step is to add the boxes that we created in the previous example. These have been added by copying and pasting. So we can delete them here, clear them with a backspace, delete, yes, and then we can copy them from a spreadsheet. We select the items in the spreadsheet, the boxes in the spreadsheet, we copy, and then we paste. And we see that the boxes are here. The class is optimized. It's called optimize. Okay, so now we go to the input window, the new data sheet starting from primary package, where we will calculate primary packages onto boxes, into standard cases. We will use the fill standard cases option. We will select optimize, and we will enter different package types. To do this, we use the load multiple packages window. Okay, and the items that we will copy will be also from a spreadsheet. These are primary packages. They have their specifications, length, diameter, width, height, etc. We select the information, copy it, and paste it onto this window. Here we can see the items we just pasted. We click on done, and then we make sure that this box is unchecked, only show optimal box. We also add a slack. In this case, we will add 100 millimeters per side, which is a lot. We hope to fill them well. And now we can do the calculation. Tools, we calculate. That will produce a list of boxes, feasible cases. Here we see 160 feasible cases. And for those, we have 3 pallets per case, and that's why we have a total of feasible pallets. But we're not going to go through this list and try to find the best. We will use the SQL function. We see that these boxes are filling with different items, okay? And the fill efficiency is different, but the one we want to select, the boxes that we want to select are those that can do all those items in the most efficient way. So we go and we use the SQL window. SQL, and the SQL is code that is used for selecting within the internal program database a list of items. Okay, and we want to select if the boxes were able to fit them all. So we go to a SQL code that is included too, and we just select it, copy it, and we paste it. For those that understand SQL, okay, we're just selecting columns and summarizing the data. So we click on enter, and then here we see that the external length, the external width, the height, and the number of packages. So we see that these boxes here, the ones in this list, were able to fit all 5 packages, right? But we did that with a slack of 100. So let's see if we're reducing the slack, we were able to get the same result. So we go back here, tools, change data. We go back, and then we have to load the packages again. Click on the spreadsheet. We don't need the spreadsheet anymore. We copy, paste. We have the items, the packages. We uncheck this box, and now we will reduce the slack. We will put 70 millimeters. Right? We calculate again. Tools, we calculate. And then since this SQL window is associated with this window, we can do it again. Enter again, and we see that it only loaded 4 different packages, not all 5 of them. So we have to go back and add more slack. Tools, change data. We add 80 millimeters here in this case per side, right? We enter the packages again, copy them, paste them, select, done, uncheck this box again, calculate again. This is an advanced feature. That's why you can see it's a bit more complex than the rest of the features in Quick Pallet Maker. Now we will run this query again, and we see that it loads all 5 with a slack of 80 millimeters per side. Okay, so we're fine here, and we can perform an extra query to see which is the one, which are the box types that provide the most amount of packages per pallet. So we see here, for instance, in this list, we have one that's 1080, 1200, but we're also talking about different primary packages. The primary packages have different sizes. So we can average that using another query. Okay, just copy it, paste it, paste it, and then we run it. And then we see here that, for instance, this box, the one that's 600 by 400 by 203, can load the most amount, on average, the most amount of packages per pallet, which means that this is a pretty good box. It's also one of the biggest, so it kind of makes sense. And then we have other ones that are not so big, and they're also very efficient. So this is the example. Thank you very much.